in here with a hope and a prayer that it is still gonna be okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. Well, we got our loaf of bread baked this morning, and then, you know, I was out in the garden this morning thinking, you know, you're a homesteader when you go out to your garden and turn the sprinklers on the day that you're leaving for vacation and plant 50 bell peppers. Not bell peppers, 50 pepper plants. I planted 50 pepper plants this morning. I got all of the pepper plants, not all of them, all but like 8 in, and got everybody fed this morning, all the stalls cleaned, water's topped off, you know, all that stuff done. And of course the loaf of bread made for Mr. Wonderful that I am going to be taking to him in my suitcase. I hope it makes it, I hope it doesn't get squished. But we are on our way to drop the dogs off at the kennel, the boarding facility. They love it here, and they are going to have a wonderful little staycation while mommy is on vacation. And I'm gonna miss them. This is always really hard for me. It's hard for me to drop my kids off, but I know how much they love it here, and that really helps. And I know how good of care that they take of them. And so that's what we're doing. We're headed to go drop the kids off at the boarding facility, and then we'll be off to the airport. We got to drive to Memphis, which is about 3 hours. So we've got to drive before we get to fly. So I will probably see you guys back at home or somewhere at the airport. Maybe in Oregon. Who knows? Okay, fit change, and I am on the road. I'm headed to Memphis and then headed to Oregon via plane with one stop in Denver. Hopefully all goes as planned, and I should be in Central Oregon by tonight and at camp by about 9:30. I mean, seriously, would it be a road trip without rescuing a turtle? There you go, buddy. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. And to give you a little bit of insight as to, you know, where, what, why, when. I am traveling to Oregon to see my friends and my husband. My husband has our middle child, our 3-year-old Labrador, with him in Oregon. My husband still works in Oregon all summer long, and, you know, part of the winter off and on. So his job is still in Oregon, so for the whole summer, you know, from May till November, I run the farm by myself, and I usually go back once a year and visit him. At least I did last year, and I am this year. We're also having, I'm also going to a celebration of life for a very, very dear friend of ours that passed away this January. Planned to land on this camp trip that is an annual camp trip that has been happening for the last 30 years, give or take a few. And the man that we're celebrating was one of the founders. So naturally, we're going to celebrate his life at his annual camp trip. So it's at a lake in Central Oregon, and I will get to see all of my friends that I moved away from 2 years ago, and only get to see a handful of times, sometimes only once a year. Some of them I haven't seen since I got to Arkansas full time in October of 2022. So that's the excitement behind today. I get to see my honey. I get to see my Epi. I'm so excited to see my Epi. Anyway, that's part of the excitement. That's the reason for the trip. And I'll see you guys in Oregon.
Hi. How are you?
No shortage of friends at the lake. Zeppy, did you meet a new friend? It's Miss Oakley and then Miss Ruby. Well, I'm here. No shortage of 14-hour travel day yesterday, but I am here and it is beautiful. Eppy, hey, keep it over here. Of course, somehow I always end up the dog lady everywhere I go. Back at the airport, found me some coffee on our way home. about 3 hours to drive, but I'm in my homestay. Feels good. All right, you guys, I'm back on the farm. I am diving into evening chores and catching up with all the animals and saying hello and spending time with the dogs and the horses and of course Billie Jean. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for coming along with me on my 5-day trip to Oregon. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Yours truly.